Wazzup everyone, welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Outlaws video. Today, we're breaking down the gameplay showcase recently released by Ubisoft. The showcase starts off with Kay playing an in-game minigame, and there are numerous mini-games within the game, though the exact number and details remain unclear. One interesting feature is the leaderboard, which might be a global leaderboard for all players or just unique to your game. Visually, the game looks stunning, and I hope the gameplay matches the high-quality graphics. In the top right corner, there's an Opportunities Nearby notification if you press up on the D-pad. This might relate to missions or the next part of the gameplay, but it's unclear what exactly constitutes an opportunity. It's helpful to know something is nearby that you might want to check out, even though it's not shown whether this appears on the map or how to identify it. Moving on, there are experts within the game who help you unlock new abilities. It seems there are 8 or possibly 9 experts in Star Wars Outlaws. Each expert allows you to unlock specific abilities. For example, Cantina Brawling lets Kay execute melee attacks by pressing X, while lockpicking enables you to open doors and containers through a mini-game. Another ability, Fast Talk, allows you to distract alerted enemies briefly. To unlock these abilities, you need to complete specific conditions, which adds an interesting layer to character progression. The world map, as shown in the video, suggests that some areas might be locked off, possibly to avoid empty, uninteresting spaces. This is a reasonable approach to ensure players remain engaged. The area looks massive, with places like Mos Eisley appearing huge. The map indicates that some sections might open up later in the game, which is something we'll have to wait and see. Interacting with NPCs and vendors is a key part of the game, influenced by your reputation with various factions. For instance, corrupt Imperial officers can wipe off your wanted level, presumably for a price. This adds an intriguing element of decision-making, as some officers might require you to complete specific tasks instead of just paying credits. When it comes to space travel, the HUD provides useful information, including your ship's shield, health, speed, and various abilities like scanning and repairing. Engaging in space battles can improve your standing with factions like the Pikes, which also earns you credits. This dynamic interaction enhances the gameplay experience, making space travel and combat more rewarding. The transition from space to planet is handled through a selection menu, where you choose your landing area. This process appears to be automated, with the game taking control for a smooth landing sequence. While this might not be true ground-to-space gameplay, it maintains immersion. Once on the ground, the cities and locations look authentically Star Wars. Mos Eisley, for instance, includes the iconic cantina, adding to the game's immersive experience. However, there are concerns about the open world's liveliness. While major locations and mission objectives are detailed and engaging, it remains to be seen if the spaces in between are equally interesting or if they risk feeling empty. The game also features a scouting mechanic using binoculars to mark enemies and entry points, reminiscent of Assassin's Creed. This allows for strategic planning and stealth, adding depth to the gameplay. Partnering with Nyx, who can assist in various ways, is another exciting aspect. Nyx's abilities, like scanning areas and helping in combat, are well integrated and add variety to missions. Lockpicking and hacking are other mechanics shown, although the exact workings of these mini-games remain a bit unclear. Unlocking abilities through experts by completing specific challenges is a fresh approach compared to the usual skill tree system, making character progression feel more organic and mission-driven. The combat, especially the gunplay, looks smoother and more refined compared to earlier footage. The use of environmental elements like explosive barrels and quick-time events to fend off creatures adds to the dynamic feel of battles. There are hints that well-known characters might be part of the game. For instance, there's a mention of Han Solo, which could imply that players might encounter or seek him out during their adventures. The inclusion of characters like Han adds an exciting layer for Star Wars fans. One intriguing ability showcased is reminiscent of Red Dead Redemption's Deadeye feature, where time slows down, allowing you to mark and then shoot enemies in quick succession. This adds a cinematic flair to combat scenarios. Finally, the presence of death troopers and a wanted system indicates that the more wanted you are, the tougher the enemies you'll face, making for a challenging and engaging gameplay loop. Overall, Star Wars Outlaws looks promising with its detailed environments, varied gameplay mechanics, and rich integration of the Star Wars universe. As we await the game's release, it will be interesting to see how these elements come together in the final product. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.